Today we'll perform total leukocyte count, also called as WBC count. Apparatus required for the practical are improved Neubauer chamber, WBC pipette, diluting fluid. The one here we are using is Turk's fluid, cotton swab, cover slip, watch glass, lens set in case of finger prick method, but here we'll be using EDTA vial, and a compound microscope. Now let's get started with the procedure. Start the procedure by pouring few drops of diluting fluid in the watch glass. Here we are using EDTA vial blood, so make sure to mix the blood and separated plasma properly. Fill the WBC pipette up to the mark of 0.5 and then dilute it with the WBC diluting fluid by aspirating the fluid up to mark 11. Gently rotate the pipette for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Note for the deep brown color of diluted blood. A clean cover slip is placed on the Neubauer chamber so as to cover the ruled areas on both the sides. Discard first few drops of the WBC diluting fluid. Charging of Neubauer chamber. A small drop of dilution is allowed to form at the tip of the pipette, and this drop is gently brought in contact with the edge of the cover slip at an angle of 45 degrees to horizontal. The fluid is drawn into the chamber by capillary action. Both sides of the Neubauer chamber are to be charged. Ideally charged chamber is the one which has been charged with a single adequate sized drop, which just fill the chamber without leaving any air bubble. Here in the picture, above chamber is undercharged and have a large air gap, whereas the chamber below this is overcharged and diluting fluid is flown to the sides. Let's focus the charged chamber under the microscope at low power objective lens. Here are few magnified WBCs focused in the chamber under the microscope. All these bluish dot particles are WBCs. Moving on to the calculation of TLC, here in the picture we can see 4 large corner squares marked by the numbers. In these squares, WBC count is done, and arrows in the squares show the direction to count the cells when the chamber is focused under the microscope. Calculation of TLC will be n into dilution factor divided by number of large corner squares into depth of the chamber. The dilution factor is 20, number of squares are 4, and the depth of the chamber is 0.1. So it will come out to be n into 50. N is the total number of WBCs counted in 4 squares. The normal range of TLC in adults is 4000 to 11,000 cells per cubic mm.